When your cat follows you to the bathroom, do you know what they're really trying to tell you? It looks needy on the surface, but what's happening on the other side of that door is something most cat owners never connect the dots on, because your cat is quietly revealing one of the strongest, most cat signals they can show you. And if you've been shutting them out when they do its which a lot of people do, you might be rejecting something they were trying to offer. Here's what they need you to understand first. They think you're in danger. Why does your cat rush the bathroom the second you head that way? Most people assume it's just curiosity, but what's going on is straight out of the wild. When you walk into a small enclosed space and close the door, your cat reads that as a vulnerability moment for you, not for them. In feral colonies, cats instinctively keep watch on one another during times when escape is limited, eating, sleeping, or being tucked into a space where there's no clear route out, and a bathroom checks every one of those boxes, small, closed, and you're distracted. Your cat isn't trailing you because they're bored, they're positioning themselves like a lookout. And it's not just cute behavior. Either, research from Oregon State University, including work led by Kristen Vitale and colleagues, has shown many cats form secure attachment bonds with their owners, patterns similar to a safe base relationship. So when you vanish behind a shut door, a securely bonded cat doesn't merely wonder where you went. They worry what's happening to you. That paw sliding under the door or that meow outside isn't theatrics. It's a kind of patrol response. But that protective layer is only the beginning, because by the end of this video, you'll see what your cat is truly revealing when they follow you into the bathroom. And it goes deeper than guarding. It can change the way you view your cat entirely. Second, your cat thinks you're eating without them. Ever notice how your cat sniffs the air as soon as they get into the bathroom with you, or stares at you like you're hiding something? In their mind, you probably are. In the wild, cats often isolate with food because keeping a catch private reduces the chance of having to share. The pattern is simple: separate, eat, protect the resource. Now look at your routine from your cat's perspective. You walk into a room, close the door behind you, and stay in there for a while. So to a cat brain wired for resource awareness, that sequence can match one conclusion perfectly. You've got something good and you don't want to share it. Resource competition is a powerful driver of feline behavior, and even if no snack is involved, their instincts don't reason it out. They just react. Closed door plus isolation equals, someone is eating the good stuff without me. That's why some cats yawl outside the bathroom, and why others march straight in and inspect the floor when you finally open the door. They're not greeting you, they're checking for evidence, trying to figure out what you had and whether there are leftovers. And if you've ever wondered why your cat won't let you use the bathroom in peace, you're in the right place. Hit like and subscribe so we can reach more cat lovers who need to hear this. Third, your bathroom trip is part of their internal clock. Have you ever noticed your cat is already waiting near the bathroom before you even turn toward it, like they knew it was coming? That's because they did. Cats are creatures of ritual. They don't experience time the way we do, but they map their day around patterns. When you wake up, when you eat, when you sit down, when you leave rooms, and yes, when you go to the bathroom, each becomes a fixed marker in their schedule. Your morning bathroom trip isn't random to your cat. It's an event that happens after one step SIO alarm waking up and before the next kitchen coffee breakfast, and your cat can memorize that sequence down to tiny details. That's why they're already posted outside the door. They aren't just following, they're anticipating. And it gets more interesting because cats don't only observe routines, they often depend on them. Research discussed in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior has linked disruptions in an owner's daily routine with stress signals in some cats, including hiding, over-grooming, and even litter box changes. So while not every cat will unravel, when the schedule shifts, they're all different. The point still stands to your cat. That bathroom trip is one piece in a much bigger puzzle they've built around you, and they treat those puzzle pieces as more important than you'd think. Fourth, you're not just the owner. You're part of the territory. Why does your cat rub against your legs the second you sit down? It feels like affection, and sometimes it is, but it's also more calculated than most people realize. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, forehead, chin, and near the base of the tail, and every rub deposits pheromones you can't see but other animals can absolutely. Red. That headbutt you think is adorable is also a kind of stamp, a signal that says, "This is mine," in the language of scent. And the bathroom is the perfect place to do it because it's the one room where your scent profile changes constantly. Soap, shampoo, hand washing, showers, lotions. Things that strip away and overwrite smells. From your cat's perspective, you've just erased their signature off you. So they follow you in and immediately get to work reapplying at ankles, calves, hands, whatever they can reach. That's why your cat can seem extra affectionate in the bathroom. They're not necessarily more loving. In that room, they're more motivated because the bathroom is the place that repeatedly removes their scent. And a cat who can't smell themselves on you can feel like they're losing their grip on what's familiar and safe. So the next time your cat turns your bathroom into a full contact rubbing session, understand, you're not just being cuddled, you're being reclaimed. Fifth, they know you can't walk away. Ever notice your cat might ignore you on the couch for hours, but the moment you sit on the toilet, they suddenly want constant attention? That isn't random, it's learned. Cats are sharp observers, and they study what works. At some point, your cat figured out something important. When you're in the bathroom, you're not going anywhere. You're not getting up to do chores. You're not drifting to another room. You're not easily escaping the interaction. You're stuck in one spot for a predictable amount of time, and your cat knows it. That's why the bathroom becomes the place where they deliver their loudest purrs, their biggest headbutts, their most intense eye contact, and their most persistent demands. It's not that they suddenly love you more in that room. It's that they've learned this is the moment where they're guaranteed your presence. No competition, fewer distractions, and no easy exit. Sixth, and this is the deepest part, this is one of the strongest forms of trust a cat can give. Remember how we talked about your cat guarding you? That's real, but there's something even more meaningful underneath it. When your cat follows you into the bathroom, they're not only protecting you, they're choosing vulnerability with you. From a cat's perspective, that room is small, enclosed, and risky, one way in, one way out in the wild. That's the kind of space a cat avoids because it can become a trap, with limited escape routes and fewer options if something goes wrong. Yet they step into that space anyway simply because you're there. That decision isn't casual. A cat that follows you into the bathroom is essentially saying, I know this isn't the safest setup for me, but I feel safer with you than I do outside alone. And that's not something every cat will do, and it's not something any cat does with someone they don't fully trust. Studies on cat attachment, including the Oregon State work, suggest a substantial portion of cats show secure attachment to their owners. Cats who treat you as a safe base, not just the person who fills the bowl, but the presence that makes the world feel less threatening. So if your cat follows you into the bathroom, you're not just their human, you're their safe place.